I wasn't interview ready. I was definitely not interview ready, not even close to that. But it took me a while. I had to start from scratch because I felt like, okay, what I know is not remotely close to what companies want.
Now, let's go a little bit back. We want to know, originally from where are you and where did you do for your schooling, education from?
All right. So I am from Mumbai. I completed my engineering in 2020 from Mumbai University itself, and I was a very notorious kid in the college. Although in the school and everything, I was really good in studies and everything. But when it came to college, I got a little diverted as to I used to be like I'm going to college to enjoy. So it did not strike me as to okay, it gets serious further. So I had two offers from my college, but then I felt like those offers were very less to begin with, so I did not take it up. And then moving forward, the pandemic happened, that is 2020, and I was left with no offers then. So I didn't know what to do. So although I was good in digital marketing and I had handled a few events in college and everything, I pursued that as a career. So, but being a student from the IT background, I felt like digital marketing, although it is something I like doing, but it is not something I would like to continue. So then I was looking for some place which would teach me coding from scratch. Like I knew bits and pieces from here and there, little. I needed something for that bridge, that to close the gap between those two concepts or all the pieces together. So that is when I found Idioda. Although I researched a lot, I saw first as to what the program is and everything. I had a call as well with some of the representatives there, and I felt like okay, I mean, why not give it a shot? So within the third month itself, I think many of the 2-3 batchmates itself from my program got placed. That is when I felt like okay, this is great. I mean, we had just completed our first certification, the Python certification at that time, and at that time itself, I think a few of them got placed for a good package, a really good. I think 8.5 lakhs, well, something like that, and it was very inspiring. As to I felt like if they can do it, why can't I? So yeah, that is how I got into this.
In college, what did you study?
Computer engineering.
Acha, so you did engineering in computer science.
Yeah.
So you had a knowledge of programming, but you felt like you need to learn more.
Correct. I wasn't interview ready. I was definitely not interview ready, not even close to that. But it took me a while. I had to start from scratch because I felt like okay, what I know is not remotely close to what companies want. So I then began with Python. Also, to clarify, I don't do I after Idioda, I have not used Python at all. In my job itself, I use Java and not much of Java. Once you get into a job, you don't do much of programming. You focus more on the technology. So if people are worried as to they need to have good data structure knowledge, and they need to be really good. I mean, it is a really good thing if you're good at coding and everything. But I'd say if you want a job and you need to focus more on the technology and the ways as to how you would want to solve a problem. That is how it was. I used to, when even I think the Idioda portal, I don't know if it has changed or something, but during my time, we had a lot of programming questions in the portal. So I used to not get most of it. But what I used to do is I used to read a lot of code. I used to read a lot of solutions. And reading those solutions, irrespective of me getting the answer or not, never put me down. I used to the more I read, the more I understood, and that is the reason why I'm able to understand complex codes nowadays. So yeah, that has been a really good benefit.
And now you have been working in the industry for a good amount of time. So how would you say someone who is just aspiring, I want to work in this IT industry? What would your insight be as someone who has now worked in this domain?
Firstly, there is a lot of money. I'd say that's given. Secondly, I'll say that it is like a gateway. Okay, it is like that one point. The job is just that one gate. After that, you have so many different paths. You can choose anything. You get to understand what, how the world works. And to be very honest, nobody knows anything. Everybody just Googles. So if you feel like you don't know this and that, it is not how corporates work. Even they don't know stuff. Even they have to Google, and nobody can memorize so fast. I mean, there are people who ace coding interviews and everything. That is there. But if you feel like once you get into IT, there will be a room full of opportunities for you. All you have to do is that just keep trying. I know it is rejection is very difficult and it definitely puts a bruise on you, but just stay calm, have that persistence, and continue forward. There is ample number of information and everything available on the internet, but what Eduda did is they brought it all together for me and made it simple.